A history of racial profiling and excessive use of force. Those are some of the claims tonight against a Chicago police officer who confronted a black woman walking her dog along the lakefront after park hours.
The woman's lawyer made those allegations at his office in Homewood this afternoon, and WGN's Mike Lowe is live there with more. Mike.
Gaynor and Ray, good evening to both of you. That lawyer just wrapped up his news conference this afternoon here in Homewood. In that news conference, he told members of the media that he doesn't believe that the Civilian Office of Police Accountability or the mayor's office are being transparent and forthcoming with things like the police reports or the body cam video that he has requested. So he says he's doing his own investigation.
I was harassed by Chicago PD.
A recording of a phone call from Nikita Brown to 911 tells her side of the story about why this Chicago cop restrained her as she was walking her dog on the lakefront in the early morning hours of August 28th.
Without warrant, I was profiled, I was threatened.
His name?
Today, attorney Keenan Salter said he has identified the officer involved, but WGN News is not naming that officer, as he has not been charged or formally named in any lawsuit. But Salter said that officer was accused of misconduct at least 3 times.
She immediately indicated that she felt she had been targeted. She immediately indicated that she felt she had been profiled.
In the video, a cop gets out of his SUV, telling her to leave the lakefront. Her attorney says she told the unmasked officer to give her 6 feet of distance.
Please respect my space. It's COVID. 6 feet. You do not have a mask on.
She took out her cell phone and began recording, and soon after, the officer wrapped his arms around her and restrained her for about a minute. The incident is now under investigation by the Civilian Office of Police Accountability.
Yo!
Salter says neither COPA nor the city has provided materials he has requested, including police reports and body camera footage.
Sadly, even though the mayor has indicated repeatedly that she's concerned with transparency as it relates to victims, we've only received the perfunctory automatic responses to our FOIA requests.
He says based on his own investigation, he believes the incident was a case of racial profiling.
This officer in particular and other rogue officers will continue to violate the rights of the citizens of Chicago if we don't hold them to account.
In the immediate aftermath of the incident, Mayor Lori Lightfoot had said she was deeply concerned about the video.
I saw the video. I was quite disturbed by what I saw. It looked like the woman was following the direction of the officer and leaving the beach.
And the attorney here tonight says he has filed Freedom of Information requests to try and secure those police reports and that police body camera footage tonight. In a written statement, a COPA spokesperson tells me that they will release information pursuant to those requests within the time frame allowed. We expect that to be within the next 30 days. Reporting live tonight in Homewood, Mike Lowe, WGN News.